Hi there. I'm Brian, and I just finished baking these delicious cookies. As you saw before, I washed my hands before placing the cookie dough on the pan. Washing your hands before making or eating food is a general rule to prevent germs on your hand from contaminating the food. This is only one of many food safety techniques. Of course, when making these treats, or any types of food really, I had to make sure that the ingredients I use follow the current safety standards. To make the cookies, I had to ensure that I used grade AA eggs, which goes through the sanitation and candling processes, which in turn give them the highest quality. Now, you may be asking, how do you know that the standards that are set are safe enough? These standards are a product of trial and error. Today, I will be taking you through the history of food safety. At a grocery store, there are different types of milk, most of which are pasteurized. Pasteurization is the process created by Louis Pasteur in 1864 in which raw milk is taken and heated to a specific temperature in order to kill off bacteria. Milk doesn't have to be pasteurized. However, there are harmful bacteria in raw milk that make pasteurized milk a safer choice. A study that reviewed dairy-associated outbreaks reported to the CDC between 1993 and 2006 and found that 73 outbreaks were caused by raw milk and 38 outbreaks were caused by pasteurized milk. This study supports the fact that pasteurized milk is safer than raw milk. Now, food safety concerning meat is a whole different story. The meat that you get at stores goes through constant check to ensure their safety. However, this wasn't always the case. The Jungle is a book that was written by Upton Sinclair in 1906 that addressed the many issues with the meat packing industry, such as the handling of meat and the lack of sanitation in the meat packing factories. This book was meant to be a description of all the horrid things that Sinclair witnessed in a meat packing plant. Subsequently, it became the main cause for a surge in meat regulation. The FDA was founded due, in large parts, Upton Sinclair's The Jungle, and led to two major acts released in 1906, the Meat Inspection Act and the Pure Food and Drug Act. The Meat Inspection Act was passed to ensure sanitary conditions in the meat industry, while the Pure Food and Drug Act made it illegal to misrepresent foods. The Pure Food and Drug Act is very important because it makes it a crime to label food incorrectly. For example, this act prevents manufacturers from producing raw milk and putting the pasteurized label on it. This act ensures that the consumer gets exactly what they wish to purchase. The Pure Food and Drug Act was used to disband a product during the court case US vs. 95 Barrels alleged apple cider vinegar in 1924. The court ruled that a product called apple cider vinegar, made from selected apples, was misleading because it was made from dried apples and the vinegar was misbranded. The words "made from selected apples" indicate that the apples were chosen with a special regard to their fitness for the purpose of making apple cider vinegar, said Justice Pierce Butler. In conclusion, the food regulation laws we now enjoy have not always been around. The laws and regulations for sanitation of food were born of years of hard work and will continue to change over time.